Hi, and welcome back to Beck's Corner Garden. We haven't really done a garden tour this spring, and we have a lot going on, so I figured we're going to do a quick 5-10 minute walkthrough and show off everything that's happening. So here we are on May 17th, I believe it is. It's a little rainy and overcast, so we should get some good shots, and let's go. We're going to start right out here by the front walk, where we have in our 2 White Lady peach trees, and then we have Silver Bell and Ultraviolet petunias, the Moonstruck petunias, and our raspberries down here that are growing. Over here we have our peonies. All of these are morning glories and balloon flowers that are coming back from last year. Over on the other side of the walk, we have some more balloon flowers that are coming back, along with a lot of volunteer marigolds. Even here in the cracks of our sidewalks, we have marigolds and morning glories. And then our mums are coming back year after year there. Coming over, we have a pink lady apple and a red delicious apple on that end, with some more petunias and blueberry bushes down here. Those are fun. So on our way into the garden, we'll pass the garlic bed and our lavender crush double blooming roses. Coming through here, this is a new lilac, a hosta from last year that's rehabbing, and our new hosta this year. Here are the volunteer sunflowers growing off the side of the porch. And of course our pots up here. I just redid these 2 urn pots, so they're kind of recuperating. But they'll fill in. They're going to look good. These sunflowers all actually volunteered, but they actually left a perfect little walk right through the rock garden. Here's our sage and basil bed. We have a lot of different kinds of basil. Licorice, cinnamon, Italian, Emily, purple. Here we have our big Shasta daisies that are going to bloom a lot soon, it looks like. We have nasturtium and holy basil tucked down here. And then we have these purple clematis that are putting off their show. Oh, hi Valentine. This is my sweet baby Valentine. You wanna come through the garden? Come on. Look at her next to these sunflowers. She's so little. Okay, over here on the other side of this arch, we have our first white clematis bloom. And then you'll see more sunflowers and stuff all the way down through here. It's one of my favorite spots in the garden, our spiral. We have Dianthus, Celosia, Gomphrena are these little purple guys here. We have Gerbera daisy. Our Columbine is blooming. Oh, we do have carnations up by the sidewalk too, but these are all starting to get pretty big. More Dianthus. More Dianthus. Look at these as they open up. Aren't those pretty? So these are the Bordeaux that we overwintered. These are, I believe, some Priscilla double blooming proven winters. Some Moonstruck. Some more petunias, celosia. We're missing a sweet potato vine. I should have gotten 3, but to spell out over. And over here we have some hollyhocks, more sunflowers. But I thought hollyhocks got taller. These might be dwarf. I have no idea what we planted. And then our more volunteer sunflowers. So starting out here, we have all of our cut and come again bed, lettuce and mustards, with this one chard popping up from last year. We do have some cabbage that's getting eaten alive by the bindweed over here. And then this bed that looks empty is actually full of squash and zucchini seed. Beside the red cabbage that's getting eaten by bindweed, we have some peas planted that's also getting eaten by bindweed that's flowering, so we might get some of those. And then our allium display, even dying, they're beautiful. I love these things. I'm so glad we got them. But look at this bindweed. I don't even know how to control it. It's hopeless. Hopeless, I tell you. Over here we have radishes, and if you look, some of our smaller tomatoes are put in over here. We had problems with some of our seedlings this year. It got cold, and it kind of stunted some of them. Ooh. We've been picking tons of radishes and almost can't keep up with them at this point. And then we got peppers and eggplants coming in down here. What you doing, Mama? No! She always takes the shortcuts. All right, come on, Mama. Do you want this radish? You don't like radishes like Finn does. Finn would have stolen it. Come on. So here we have Dark Night Hybrid Tea Rose, which is actually really pretty when it's in bloom. I think the other one at the end is blooming. But if you look, we have sunflower seeds all down this row, and then zinnias and cosmos in front of these onions that we tucked in along the edge of this bed. I cut his bloom earlier, but It's got more buds down here. And then over here, coming around on the other side of this walk, we have more volunteer marigolds. There's some more peppers, some of our tomatoes. They're not all sad looking. So, and then of course, if you see over here, carrots. We have repeat down here, carrots, tomatoes, and peppers. Here's our broccoli and our main onion bed. Look at these big old volunteer marigolds. They're everywhere. But there's our onions. And here we have garlic. Lots of garlic. Oh, hey, look. There's some more garlic. This is what we had left out in the rain. And so I tossed it over here and it just grew. And then back tucked in here, we actually have 1, 2, 3 lychee plants. So that will be interesting. Valentine, let's not go back there. And here we have our strawberries that we've already been picking off of. You can see some down in there. They're getting smaller now. We've gotten a lot of big ones, but it's been fun. And then there's our volunteer sunflower almost to the top of that swing already. Back by the lychee, see, lychees. We have another purple rose that's about to bloom. There. Beautiful. The strawberries a little bit. Over here, our volunteer giant red mustard. But here's our beet bed. We have Detroit yellow and Detroit red. We got very little germination off our Detroit yellow for some reason. But and then we have like little spicy basil and sage tucked in here. And for our final sweep, we'll come down and I'll show you these blue dwarf kale and our pea blooms over here. Sorry, my hands are dirty. We have this wild ground cover that we're letting go. It's cute. Been told it was like wild geranium, but I'm not for sure. It's got little white flowers on it. Kale is growing up through the skeleton. More of that dwarf blue kale here. I love this stuff. It makes great kale chips. Great kale chips. Beans and tomatoes over here. Another little nasturtium. Oh, we have a massive nasturtium over here by this volunteer sunflower. These are the jewel nasturtium. Let's see. We've gotten a few flowers off them. None today. Here in this bed where we have these peas, we have a bunch of volunteer marigolds and tomatoes, if you look. And we're just kind of letting them go in this bed. I think I'm going to come in and I'm going to pull this grass and we're just going to call it a pre-planted bed. And then we have more carrots, Swiss chard, Ragged Jack kale, more Swiss chard, and we're back to our flowering container tomatoes and the clematis. That's basically all we got for you today. I know it was just kind of quick and loud because of the traffic, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the garden. It's going to be a fun year, and I'm ready to take you guys with me, as sporadic as it seems that may be, but we'll get better as we're not as busy. And in the meantime, you guys enjoy yourselves. Happy growing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.